Greetings. This devotion is for the 9th day of September 2020, and our reading for this day comes from the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 21, verses 18 through 22. In the morning, when he returned to the city, he being Jesus here, he was hungry. And seeing a fig tree by the side of the road, he went to it and found nothing at all on it but leaves. And then he said to it, "May no fruit ever come from you again." And the fig tree withered at once. When the disciples saw it, they were amazed, saying, "How did the fig tree wither at once?" And Jesus answered them, "Truly I tell you, if you have faith and do not doubt, but not only will you do what has been done to the fig tree, but even if you say to this mountain, 'Be lifted up and thrown into the sea,' it will be done. Whatever you ask for in prayer with faith, you will receive." The withering of the fig. Now, I got some real true gardeners out there, people that know these things. They know what a plant, a tree looks like when it is time to pull it up, when it has reached the end of its life, right? Or when it's time to give it one more year. Certainly, Jesus was a master at all things, and one of the things we got to assume he was master of was creation, which would make him a master gardener, right? And Jesus saw that the tree was done. Nevertheless, he makes a point here, doesn't he? That the fig tree without the fruit loses its purpose. That's a direct correlation for us, right? Without action, the Christian loses their purpose. That's the call here, is that Christianity is in part about words. But if it isn't followed up with action, it loses its purpose. And honestly, this is one of the things that we see even in the church growth movement, that churches, organizations that speak a good word but do nothing to follow up are the churches that fail. And this is what Jesus is talking about. Certainly over the years, these things change. Like maybe 5 years ago, we were able to work real hard at the food bank, organizing the food, at the soup kitchen, doing those things. And now we find ourselves working to fund it because it has changed over time. That part's just fine. But real clearly here, Jesus is calling us to do more than words. He is calling us to action. Of course, that's even more difficult in time of pandemic. I wish I could spell that out for you, but I can't. But I know the call from Jesus is still there. So we've got to do what we can do, what is in our ability, to reach out and touch people with the love we know from Christ. I share, and please share with me as you know it, the prayer attributed to Francis of Assisi, which I think directly talks about what Jesus is talking about. Lord, make us instruments of your peace. Where there is hatred, let us sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is discord, union. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. Where there is sadness, joy. Grant that we may not so much seek to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. For it is in giving that we receive, it is in pardoning that we are pardoned, and it is in dying that we are born to eternal life. Amen.